Let's talk about some offensive tackle prospects from the 2025 NFL Draft, beginning with a player from right down the road in Mizzou's Armand Membou. He was the Tigers' starting right tackle in each of the last 2 seasons, and in that time, he allowed just 2 sacks on 850 pass-blocking snaps. And looking at last season specifically, he didn't allow a single quarterback hit. He put together an all-time performance at the Combine, too. Among offensive linemen there, Membou recorded the furthest broad jump, the second fastest 40-yard dash, and the 4th highest vertical jump. And that vertical jump, it was 34 inches, was the second highest by a player 330 pounds or heavier since 2003. Now, he was so good at the Combine that he went from being maybe a top 20 pick to likely a top 10 pick at this point, so likely out of the Chiefs' range, but still a name to keep an eye on. Another player to know is Josh Simmons from Ohio State, and this is an interesting one because Simmons probably would have been a top 10 pick, and maybe he still could be, but his draft stock could be impacted by the fact that he suffered a season-ending knee injury in mid-October. Simmons had a really great career for the Buckeyes. He allowed just 1 sack and 4 quarterback hits over his last 600 pass-blocking snaps at left tackle for them, and he's just a really good player. And this is kind of what the draft is all about, though, because you have a player who probably should be taken in the top 10. He has an injury situation. Could that cause him to slide down the draft board late in the first round? Something to keep an eye on. Now, a name that's been mocked to the Chiefs quite a bit over the last several weeks in mock drafts from around the web is Oregon's Josh Conerly Jr., and for good reason. Conerly allowed just 1 sack in each of the last 2 years while logging more than 500 pass-blocking snaps in both. He had a great combine, too, recording the best 10-yard split of any offensive lineman running the 40-yard dash and the 3rd best vertical jump of any offensive lineman there. Those things are indicative of an explosive, smooth athlete, and it matches what Conerly did at Oregon. The last guy I want to talk about is a Kansas City native, an Aireontae Ersery. He attended Ruskin High School before going on to star at the University of Minnesota. Now, Ersery is big. He's 6'6", 330 pounds with 33-inch arms, and he has a ton of experience. He logged at least 650 total snaps at left tackle in each of the last 3 years for Minnesota. He also had a great combine, earning a relative athletic score that ranks him 16th among more than 1,300 offensive tackle prospects since 1987.